Hey, welcome to High Heels and Destiny. This channel focus on spiritual inspiration, motivation, and encouragement. I'm so happy that you are tuned in today to see me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, okay? Today's topic is going to be, are you toxic? And you like, well, toxic? No, I ain't toxic. But just give me a second, okay? Just give me a second, girl. Give me a second, okay? Are you toxic? Think about when you go on the diet, the first thing that, your instructor or just if you just have just basic information or knowledge about going onto the diet, when you start a diet, the first thing that they tell you is that you need to detox your body. The purpose of detoxing your body when you're on a diet is to get rid of the old waste that you have, the toxic waste that you have in, so that when you do start your diet or as you're dieting, it allows you to be able to get rid of the old so that the new can come in. But sometimes people may take pills to detoxify themselves. Sometimes people just do a natural cleanse where they just may not eat a certain type of food and just may strictly do fruits and veggies, just different types of things that people do to detoxify themselves. But most important, when you're trying to start a new journey, the first thing you have to do is detoxify some things. But in order for us to jumpstart some things, sometimes we have to get rid of the old so that the new can come in. That's just like when you do a diet and you've been eating unhealthy forever and forever and forever, okay? You've been eating all those cookies, ice cream, cakes, all that starchy food, greasy food. And in order to jumpstart your diet, they always advise you to just like detox yourself. Detoxing yourself, if you don't detox yourself, it won't prevent you from losing weight, but it's always good to detox yourself because it kind of like help jump start your diet and you can just get rid of that waste. And that way it just allows you to be able to kind of like transition to your diet process as far as weight loss a little bit easier because you can just pretty much clean all that toxic mess out. And then you can start to, like I said before, replenish your body and putting the nutrients and all the proper things that your body need. Okay. So are you toxic? Your emotions, are your emotion toxic? You're like, what is she talking about? Girl, you better not click out this video. I tell you that. You like, do not click out this video, girl. You just give me a second. Look, hey, give me a second, okay? So, are you toxic? And you're like, well, I don't know if I'm toxic or not. Oftentimes, and a lot of times, we ain't gonna say even oftentimes, a lot of times, which I have done it before in my early 20s or whatever, we will leave a relationship and we'll go to another relationship. And we sometimes it may not even be a relationship. Sometimes you can have childhood issues, mother issues, daddy issues, and all that stuff that you haven't dealt with in your past, in your childhood issues. That stuff started to collect. And it get bigger and it get bigger and it get bigger. And when that thing starts to eventually get bigger and you never take the time to detoxify yourself, it eventually gets to a point just like your body. If you don't eat healthy and you don't take the time to detox yourself, you can get cancer. It's just so many health things that can come with that, so it's always important. I would say it's important to detox your body to avoid those things and to make sure that you eat healthy. Okay, so the same thing with your life. If you don't take the time to deal with the mama issues, the daddy issues, maybe some molestation issues, maybe some rape issues, maybe some addiction issues, porn issues, whatever that thing is that's leached to you and that you have not detoxified yourself from, and you allow it to come on into your life and into your life. You never take the time to handle it. You go from a child to a preteen to an adult, and you never take the time to detox what you need to detox. And then here it go years later, eventually that thing is going to explode inside of you. And when that thing explodes inside of you, someone have to reap the benefits. And then I'm not going to say benefits. That's not the right word to use. But someone, because that's not beneficial to anybody. But someone have to reap what someone have to reap what you never took the time to take care of. You never took the time to detox the things that should have been cleansed a long time ago. You have been carrying waste from one situation to another situation to another situation, and it have not got clean yet. And when that situation doesn't get clean, yeah, you may go to a new situation, but a new situation with the same person equals stanky. Yes, I said it equal a stanky mess. It's stanky. Yeah, you can leave this situation, you can go to another situation, but if you never take the time to clean what's stinking in your life, okay, it becomes poisonous. And I said it becomes poisonous. Poisonous is not healthy. Poison is not healthy. You have to take the time to detoxify yourself. And we get into relationships, and it's unfair where you get in a relationship and you go from a person to person, whether it's a companionship, a friendship, whatever type of ship, okay? Any type of relationship that you may get into, it's always constantly unhealthy, and it's unhealthy, and it's unhealthy. You don't understand why, or you don't even take the time to see why. And all along, the problem is you, and we'll blame other people for our issues, for the things that we never even take the time, remember, to detox from, because we allow ourselves to continue to carry the same old stanky mess into our lives, and it bleed over, and it bleed over, and it bleed over, and it's never fixed. You have to take the time to detox yourself, detox your emotions. Take a time to just say, you know what, I need to handle some things that's going on in my life that have not been resolved. Because you get into relationships, and what happens is that you get into these relationships, and let me see, how can I put this, okay? You get into these relationships, and they never works. And then this causes you to have heartbreak, anger, resentment issue, hatred towards people, men, whether it's men, maybe it's friendships, business partnerships, whatever ships, okay? Whatever type of relationship that you get into, they continue to fail over and over and over again. You don't understand why, or if you do understand, you may not understand, but you will blame the next person and never take the opportunity to even just see what the problem is. You guys, you got to stop at some point and say, you know what, I need to stop. It's not fair that you allow yourself to go from person to person, and you bring that nasty stinky mess, and I said it, nasty stinky, you bring that nasty stinky mess into another relationship. And just like the saying say, hurt people. You continue to hurt people over and over and over again, because you don't know how to give love. You don't know how to show love, because you're so broken, because you never even had the opportunity to detoxify what needs to be detoxified in your body, mentally, emotionally, physically, because you have been carrying it on for so long. You have been carrying it on for so long, and it's unhealthy. Like they say, hurt people. When I started that years ago, I was like, hurt people. You know, girl, that's just my little brain gonna be clicking in sometimes, okay? So I'm like, hurt people. You know, they've been saying this for, the last so many years or whatever. And I heard it, but I didn't understand it, okay? And so when I thought about that, and I was like, you know what? That is really a true fact. Hurt people. And when you think about it, when you're a happy person, when you're happy, you want to treat people with happiness. You want to show them happiness. You want to show them love. You want to be kind to them. You want to be gentle with them. You have all these positive things that you can contribute towards a person, because you don't have all that detox in your life. So it's hard to give something or illustrate something that you don't have in you. But when you have something, you illustrate what you have in you. So if you're a mean person, you have bitterness in you, you have resentment in you, you have anger in you. And so what you're going to do, what you usually do, is you illustrate that to the next person, and then you go to the next person, and to the next person, and then this become what they call cycles. Cycles start to repeat itself, which sometimes is also called generational curses. Okay, did this come from somewhere? Is this an issue that your mom may have had, or is this the issue that your dad may have had? Is this the issue that your grandmother may have? Is this a generational curse, or is this a cycle that started with you? And if it's a cycle that started with you, then you need to take the time to detoxify some things in your life that need to be fixed. Because if you don't fix those things, you're going to continue to go around from person to person to person to person, and you're going to continue to hurt people. And that's not fair. It's not fair that you are able to hurt people because you haven't taken the time to fix yourself, okay? It's simple. Take the time to say, you know what? I'm going to step away from society. I'm going to step away from life, and I'm going to detoxify myself. Okay? I'm going to detoxify myself because I no longer want to hurt anyone. I no longer want anyone to feel this pain. I no longer want to have anger and resentment in me, and I don't want to illustrate that to anybody else. Okay? Take the time to detoxify yourself. Take the time to cleanse what you need to cleanse in your life because it's poison. And poison is not healthy. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for the next person. It's not healthy, period. And whether you take the time to deal with it now or later, or if you never deal with it, don't ever expect to have a successful relationship or peace within your life. In order for you to have peace in your life and to be able to have a successful relationship with anyone, not just relationship, but just friendship or whatever, businessship, partnership, ship, okay? Whatever, in order for you to be able to have that, you're gonna have to stop and to take the time to deal with your stinky mess. I said stinky mess. What are ways do I know whether I have toxic emotion? When you don't know how to receive love, you always angry and bitter, you have hatred in your heart. The people that love you the most, you turn your back on them, and then you'll go to and respond to the world in a loving kind way, but the people that's most important in your life, the people that's right there, you reject them. Those are signs of toxic emotions. You aim to hurt the people that loves you and that have your best interest at heart, but then the people that's outside or whatever of that, you're able to respond to them clearly. And sometimes, you know what that's called? That's called the spirit of rejection. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna go there. Okay, we're gonna go there. That's called the spirit of rejection. I like spirit of rejection. I ain't never heard that, but let me tell you then, if you ain't never heard of it, it's called the spirit of rejection. We can have a spirit on us where we are attracted to rejection. So we gravitate towards rejection. You can have someone on the side, you can have someone to the left and to the right. The person on the right, this is the person that loves you, cares for you. I be there for you. Whether it's your mother, your father, your sister, your daughter, your husband, your boyfriend, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, a co-worker that will be there by your side through your ups and downs. And you will reject them, and you'll go to the person who won't pick up the phone for you, don't have your best interest at heart, only want what you got to give them, don't care anything about you, take from you, and you will attach yourself to them, and you will love them to death. That's the spirit of rejection. That's not a good spirit to have when you are attracted to someone that's rejecting you. I remember back in my days, when you like a guy and he just wouldn't give you no attention, you just kept chasing him. They call that thing the thrill of the chase. Spirit of rejection. That thrill of the chase. Thrill of the chase. Okay? Spirit of rejection. Well, you just like that when they reject you. You just feast off of it, and you continue to just gravitate towards it. You just run. You run behind it. That is the spirit of rejection. Girl, look. Girl, gal, whoever. Whoever watching this video, that is not cool to have the spirit of rejection. Do you really want to be running behind people who don't have your best interest at heart, people who want to take from you, people who really seeking to divide you? Because remember, the devil said he come for 3 reasons: to steal, kill, and destroy. Okay? Is that's what you really want to chase? These are ways that you can identify whether you got toxic emotions or not. Your emotions are always all over the place. One minute they here, the next minute they there, the 1 minute they there, they all over the place. They like fireworks. Pop, 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 pop. That girl, they just popping everywhere. Don't nobody want to deal with that. Don't nobody want to deal with it. Then you get mad when nobody want to deal with it. Don't nobody want to deal with that. Okay. So you got to take the time to cleanse not just your body, but your mind. Your mind is just as important as your body. Remember, like I always say in every video, that God says that change start with the renewing of the mind. In order for your mind, in order for your situation to change, your mind have to be renewed. And in order for your mind to be renewed, you can get better results. But in order for you to get better results, you're going to continue to go to new situations and new opportunities, but they're never going to succeed because you still got the stinky old you that's still going from situation to situation. Situation to situation. The situation ain't new until you change your mindset. It don't matter how many opportunities you get. It doesn't matter how many friends you get. It does not matter how much money you get. If you do not change, you got an old you that's coming to a new situation, which means that it's not going to even matter, and it's not going to succeed in a successful way if you do not take the time to handle what's most important, and that is you. Look, take the time, honey, and to start to work on you. Take the time to detoxify yourself, your mind. I mean, come on, think about if you have kids, or your mother, or someone that you love. Would you want someone you love to be constantly hurt because of a person not being mentally detox? Would you want someone to hurt someone that you love? So you be like, well, no, I don't want nobody to do my son like this, my daughter like this, my mom like this, my uncle, my cousin like this. Well, then why do you have the opportunity to do it to somebody else? Okay? Okay? The same respect that you would want for somebody else, give the same respect. Take the time and just focus on you. Focus on you. Do you. Focus on you. Take the time to detoxify yourself. He was like, well, I don't know what to do. Just take the time praying. Just say, God, I have an issue, God. My mind is over the place, God. Help me, God, to seek. And in some situations, depending on how bad it is, you may have to have counseling and have someone. Maybe you have to go to your pastor or something like that. Because sometimes, counseling is there for a reason. And you may have to have counseling to resolve those issues. It just depends on how deep the wound is, okay? Take the time to detoxify yourself. It don't hurt. It don't hurt. It don't hurt. The best you is the best you. And you're like, how did that make no sense? Yeah. The best you is the best you. And if you can't bring yourself or give yourself the best you, then you ain't got you. Okay? Like, that don't make no sense. It do. Just think about it. The best you is the best you. If you can't give yourself the best you, then you need to go back and you need to rethink some things, okay? So thank you guys for tuning in. I just wanted to drop by and just give you guys that message really fast. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Share this video with someone. Thank you guys for tuning in. I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Bye-bye.